good afternoon, everyone. Interaction and chit chat is the thing which I like, and today I'm honored that the gentleman with whom I'm having a chit chat, is not a person, is a personality. He is a producer, director, and educator too. But simultaneously, he is a journalist and a businessman. Such a diverse personality. You might be guessing who's there. He is none other than Mr. Sandeep Marwah. He
Ji,
is president of, welcome, sir, welcome on board. And I'm sure if I start introducing the entire event will go on your introduction. So immediately I would like to hand it over to you to have a bit of introduction from your side, and then we move on to questions which I'm very curious to ask you. Over to you for a while.
wonderful. Thank you very much, Captain. What a pleasure to be with you today. Uh, it's a great privilege for me to talk to you on this beautiful afternoon. It starts with my deep interest in films, television, media, art, and culture. And that's how I got into this business 40 years back, and no looking back. I have believed that if you are truthful to your work, if you're honest to your profession, if you're hardworking, if you are sincere about your own thinking, then you're bound to be successful in life. That's what I've learned from my father and definitely from my mother. The most important thing which I learned from my mother is that enthusiasm is the key to success. Never lose your enthusiasm, never feel done, always keep on trying, and your failure is never being called a failure, but it is basically just another trial, and it's adding on to your experience. Well, I'm very happy that my parents, who were from Lahore and Peshawar that time, because in 1947 the country was divided into two, India and Pakistan, and they had to come all the way from Lahore and Peshawar, and they met in Delhi, and that's how they got married, and there I am. The best part is that all these activities started right from a school, from a college, and I must say that I played with each and every segment of art and culture during my school and college, trained myself, learned a lot of things, and was capable enough when I passed out from my college to join any professional group of theater or a television or a cinema that time. Well, the journey started from there because your career and your professional uh, time starts when you're out of the college, actually. And I think no looking back, I've been very lucky. I've performed more than 100 shows on stage. I've been associated with then the only television center, Doordarshan. And then slowly and gradually, I developed a beautiful liking for my father's business. He was in electronics and general merchandise. Learned from him, with him, and under his supervision. That's very important. And I think I learned all the tricks of the trade from him. That's my big advantage working with him. Well, I had a deep interest in uniform, actually. And in my school, I was in Scouts, and then I was in NCC. Then in college, I again joined NCC. During my college, I was nominated as a special police officer. Then later, I was selected as a battalion commander by one of the very important force in Delhi called Delhi Home Guards, and no looking back. I never knew when I almost spent 8 years in forces, started with battalion commander, rose up to the level of district commandant, and that gave me a beautiful kick because somewhere down the line, I was very sure that I'm serving my nation in uniform. And that was my passion, that was my love. But one good day, my father told me that this is your passion and this is not a business. You're charging only 1 rupee to government per year for all these 8 years, and that's not going to make your life. So you have to be patriotic, you have to be nationalist, but then you have to be family oriented too. You have to serve your family. You have to, at the end of the day, you have to get married. You're going to have a children. And what are you going to do? That I am charging 1 rupee from government of India, so nobody will like it, mind you. And I think that was a lesson And I immediately diverted from all that honorary services to the nation to honorary service to the art, culture, film, TV, media side. And that's how I realized that we still need a lot of upgradation, lot of expansion in this field. Though media and entertainment industry today is the sixth biggest industry in the country. And I designed in 1986 a place called Noida Film City. 1987, it got its clearance. 1988, allotments were made. And 1991, I started the first professional studio of North India. And people started calling me the founder of Noida Film City. And I was more than happy, more than satisfied with my own action. And then idea was to prove to the world that we are not foolish, we are not wrong on this track. Because when I was planning a Noida Film City and then, of course, my own studio, then people almost started calling me a fool because they thought that I'm going to create a national wastage or maybe my studios are going to be the nothing but a stock rooms for Food Corporation of India. And when I changed the concept, I really had to work very hard because there was no mindset in this part of the country as far as cinema is concerned. Uh, so it took me almost 18 hours a day. So practically working 2 shifts a day all the time to create a mindset, to propagate, to highlight, to announce, to have large number of shootings, events, so that people should know that we exist in this part of the country. And I'm very happy that slowly, gradually, I could establish Noida Film City, then Noida, then my own studio under the name and banner of Marwah Studios. And then in 1993, I got into education and I started Asian Academy of Film and Television, the first private film school of this country and the fourth in the series. There were only three which belong to Government of India. And people again actually told me that you're wrong because running a film school is a government job all over the world. It's not a private person's job because cinema courses are the most expensive courses on earth after aeronautics. And I didn't realize that. I said, no, I have a passion. I have a love for education. I love films, television, and media. And I think I will do something different. I could devise some wonderful courses, and I'm happy that today AFT is ranking as the first 10 best film schools of the world. But before that, I speak, it's nice to hear from people that Noida Film City is the fastest growing film city in the world. It's a 100-acre complex, 75 acres outdoor, 25 acres indoor, 16 studios. And out of 16 studios, 350 channels are being broadcast to 162 countries, 24/7. From about 17,000 media professionals, they're working in the film city. And if I talk about cascading effect, then I think around about 150,000 people, they've been earning their bread because of this film city. When it comes to Marwah Studios, I'm happy we have churned out around about 4,500 television programs for more than 50 channels, around about 5,000 training films. My company has produced now around about 3,000 short films, and we've been able to give opportunity to around about 10,000 film, TV, media professionals from more than 120 countries of the world. When it comes to education, I'm happy. I've designed around about 75 different courses from 3 months to 4 years, from certificate to degree. And we have churned out around about 20,000 media professionals hailing from all the 28 states, 7 union territories, and 145 countries of the world. So this is how I've been moving and all the creative arts, because definitely I needed some expansion. All the creative arts slowly and gradually started becoming part of my business, of my liking. And then we keep on adding journalism, mass communication, animation, fashion, design, hospitality, tourism, business management, law. And then I later realized that it's better to have a university than to have a 14 colleges. And that's how we got into wholeheartedly in a higher education in a big way. And I'm happy that we could create AAFT, University of Media and Arts. And there I am with you today.
It's brilliant, and you said it right. Rather, I would pick up from there where you said there is no losing, it is always either winning or learning. And that is the spirit of being a leader. While you were introducing, you mentioned two things. One was that your parents migrated that time during partition from Pakistan to India, and you studied. I think they were there in Lahore and Peshawar, and there again I can connect with you because so was with my parents when my dad studied in Lahore Medical College, and he could not complete his final year, and they were just given the degree, and then they came to India, and of course later he got married, and then we are there. So I'm connecting with you there with my, personally, it is kind of a special connect that side. And another thing is when you talked about being in uniform, because as being from forces and having a privilege of being from uh, force where Indian Army inducted lady officers. I'm from the first batch. So that way, I'm connecting to you on these two forums. And my next question comes from there as to having a background when your parents migrated, and I'm sure they build up from a very, very basic steps to this level where you are there, an international level ambassador. And then second thing is from forces when you did a great service to nation, taking 1 rupee from the government of India and serving the nation. My question comes from these 2 points as to how these two things made a difference in your life.
See, it's very important to believe in your parents. That's very important. And this is for everyone who's been hearing me. Uh, because they have definitely at a stage, they have much more experience than what you think you have one. And that's what I did. First, I trusted my parents. I believed in them. And, and I have always taken my father as my first guru. And my mother as a first guru equally. And that's how I think I saved a lot of time in experimenting the same things which I learned from my parents. Today, the biggest problem is that everyone wants to learn of his own. They want to spend, learn, burn their hands, and then they want to learn. I think that is stupidity. The experience which your parents have already gained must be taken for granted so that you can grow from the next station. This is very important to learn very first thing. When it comes to forces, I think my attitude and aptitude right from my school and college, because I wanted to be in uniform, and that supported me a lot. And my encouragement came in because I'm from Sardar Patel School, Vidyahalaya, and during those days, the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, she was a chief guest in one of the programs in our school. It was a Sardar Patel Jayanti, 31st October, I still remember. And she was a chief guest. And I was given the kind of a duty to receive her right next to the statue of Sardar Patel. And, and I cannot forget that when Prime Minister tapped my back and said, "Wonderful, you look good in uniform." I mean, you can imagine, I still remember these words, and that has added a lot instantly, like a cortisone injection into my body. And I decided then in that time that I will continue with the uniform, whether it's going to be a permanent job or it's going to be a, a voluntary job. And that's how I continued through and through. I mean, given an opportunity, trust me, I'm back into the uniform again. You'll be surprised that I have been nominated as the Chief Scout for India.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then there are 51 young scouts and guides in this country, and I'm handling this show. This is the youngest body of uniformed body in this country, and I'm the in charge for that in this country. So I have not left uniform so far. The best part is that it teaches you discipline, and discipline is the key word for any business on this earth. You learn punctuality, regularity, sincerity, dedication, nationalism, patriotism, and you are enthusiast person all the time once you have gone through the uniform forces, and if you're a part of it. That much I can, because I can see the same enthusiasm in you and same smartness in you. So this is what you learn. I mean, I've been proposing now to government that every school must revive its scouts and guides. They must enroll large number of students into this whole affair, and then see the difference. Because you have to catch the kids right at the school level, at the KG, first, second, third, fourth, fifth level. And that's the time they learn what is patriotism, what is nationalism, what is discipline, how to respect your elders. And if you're not bothered about these kids, then they are going to be brat once they are in their 8th, 9th, 10th classes. So I think uh, mm, I owe my success to forces. I obviously after my parents, to my teachers, to my own institutions. This is what is required.
That is what being a person who's an icon and who's yet so humble at this juncture of his success journey. He owes his success to his parents, the forces, the uniform, and his teachers. And going in the same vein, when I was just reading, the list is long about your awards and accolades, and a few to mention is you've been nominated by 54 governments of the world as cultural ambassador, and you are also chairman of advisory committee of Miss Earth India, and then you got lifetime achievement award at Cannes. So much. Again, if I start reading, the list is very long. But what is the field which you feel is still required to be touched?
Well, see, you don't think to jump on the stairs, if I'm not wrong. You have to walk one by one. I mean, you know where these stairs are leading to, but then you walk only one by one, and that's what I'm doing. It. I have established a Noida Film City, then I've established Marwa Studios, then I established an education setup. After that, I have established International Film and Television Club, International Film and Television Research Center, International Public Broadcasting Forum, then International Women's Film Forum, International Children's Film Forum, and then probably there are 100 more organizations which I'm chairing. And the best part is that all of them are working, all of them are up to the mark, all of them are at international status, all of them have. So I have touched about almost now 2 million people in 145 countries of the world through all these 100 organizations. And there is hardly a political, social, economical, cultural topic which is I have spared. But the fact is that what I need to do is to upgrade all these organizations, to highlight them much more, to enroll more people into it. The world is too big for you, actually. And my enrollment is not more than probably 2 million people. And I'm happy that I'm in tourism also. And that's how we have brought more than 2 million people to Noida Film City in all these years. And 25 years back, I gave one word to English dictionary called film tourism. And at that time, nobody knew what film tourism is all about. But I'm very happy that today every country is talking about film tourism. Now, if you are adamant, if you stick to your words, if you feel committed to one particular cause, then trust me, things start getting popular from right from your office table to the rest of the world. You'll be surprised we started a concept of yoga 27 years back. And luckily, my small contribution to yoga is that we have trained around about 19,000 people in yoga from 145 countries of the world. And we've been in yoga training for almost now 27 years. One of the first television serial on yoga was also made by us for Doordarshan, and so on. And I'm happy that I'm chairing a body called Global Yoga Alliance, which is an international body. And this is one body which suggested all those 7 people who were keen in declaring 21st June as International Yoga Day. I mean, I've been celebrating International Yoga Day for 27 years, mind you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you've been celebrating now for 6 7 years. And see, we were so adamant to declare 21st June as International Yoga Day, and I'm so thankful to our Honorable Prime Minister for taking it so seriously that the whole world is now following India when it comes to yoga and spiritual sciences and wellness.
That is brilliant. That was another aspect of yoga which you have touched. That the country and the world started celebrating few years back, and you were into it from ages, because that is the ancient heritage of our country, which was actually required to be taken to that platform where the world recognizes it. And last question, with one thing which is brilliant, which I have observed in you, is shairi. So I would be just talking about four lines, and then I'll be handing it over to you to take it forward. And that is actually, I'm trying to not restrict, but just trying to pull out something from the persona which I am seeing in you, a spark from the beginning, which comes from from those parents who have taken a lot of struggle to uniform, to your aspiration serving the country, and then coming into a forte, which is films, and simultaneously touching about teaching people about whatever you have learned from wherever, and then nurturing people to take it forward to the world. That is a brilliant way of taking it forward. So just bear me out with, I'm not a shire, I've copy pasted this, but still, these are very close to my heart, and this goes like this. जिंदगी की असली उड़ान अभी बाकी है, जिंदगी के कई इम्तिहान अभी बाकी है. Life is full of all the testing, every time, every second day, every second moment we are being tested. So जिंदगी के कई इम्तिहान अभी बाकी हैं. देखते हुए आपको ऐसा लगता है अभी तो नापी है मुट्ठी भर जमीन, सारा आसमान अभी बाकी है. वो
Correct.
आसमान क्या है, एंड उस आसमान का एक कतरा आप कैसे ऑडियंस को देना चाहेंगे? आई वॉन्ट टू आस्क यू फॉर दैट स्पार्क which you want in your words to be given to the audience and viewers, where they pick up somewhere, even if they are disheartened, or somewhere they are looking for the spark, and probably they are searching for some icon like you to be given it to them and to be taken it forward. Over to you, sir.
See, I'm recollecting a line कि काम शुरू करते नहीं भय से नीचे लोग, मध्यम तजते बीच में देख विषम संयोग, पर उत्तम वे लोग जो हर दुर्गम पथ झेल, दृढ़ता से बढ़ते कदम बाधाओं को ठेल. See, I belong to media and entertainment industry, and this is one industry where we have never ever divided the society on the basis of caste, creed, religion,
Absolutely.
region, color, status. Never. We've never believed in this. We have only one dharma, and that is called entertainment. But still, I've gone a little out of way to divide the society on the basis of three major segments. One, काम शुरू करते नहीं भय से नीचे लोग. People who are lazy bums, people who have 100 excuses for one job. I have categorized all these people as the downtrodden people of the society. You have to save yourself from these people because they don't work and they will just don't let you work. That's for sure. Madhyam tajte beech mein dekh visham sanyog. Who are the people who belong to middle class? People, they may start with little enthusiasm, with little push and pull. The minute they see a bit of the hindrance, they try to run away from the battlefield. And I've called all these people, mar gaye, lut gaye, barbad ho jayega, kar lenge, chhod de, nahi bas ka mere. All those people. These are all, I have put them into a middle class and B class. So I'm not interested in meeting even these people. पर उत्तम वे लोग जो हर दुर्गम पथ झेल. Who are the people who belong to top class, A class, people who are ready to face all sort of unforeseen circumstances. They have that kind of a zest, enthusiasm, eagerness to learn. They want to do something in life. They have goals in life. They want to achieve something in life. They want to create a name for themselves and for their own country or for their family. They are the people who are committed. They are punctual. They are regular. They really want to reach to a destination. And I have categorized all these kind of people into the A class. They are the first class people. And the most important thing to be the most successful on this earth is you need to have a very strong determination. And all these people, they have very strong determination. And that's the reason they reach to the top. That's what I have learned, believed, and executed.
That's an amazing message. Have strong determination. Don't get deterred by the limitations and problems which come in your way, and keep looking at the at success as your goal and keep moving forward. And that was Mr. Sandeep Marwah with us, with belonging from Rangmanch. So I'll close it with that, taking his example before closing this curtain of this Rangmanch of today's talk. जिंदगी के रंगमंच में कुछ काम ऐसा कर जाओ, जिंदगी के रंगमंच में कुछ काम ऐसा कर जाओ कि पर्दा बंद हो जाए, तालियां फिर भी बजती रहें. So ladies and gentlemen, all those who are watching us, तालियां बजती रहें, क्योंकि ये थे हमारे साथ आइकॉन मिस्टर संदीप मारवा, giving us lessons of life, of flight, of journey, of success. Let us take it from here, and then there is no ending, because everyone can do it. Just determine and achieve the success. Thank you so much, sir. It was brilliant learning from you, and brilliant having you on this platform. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Captain Dr. Dinisha. Thanks a lot.